Hello minasan, Hito Games, and welcome to another indie game. This one's called I Am Pathetic, and it's by the developer Hito Games. The developer actually sent me an email, and it's like, hey, you want to try my game? And I was like, yeah, sure. Usually people don't send me emails to try their game, so it was a good chance to do it. Let's start the game. I Am Pathetic. It is a visual novel. Alright, I do like the scribbly graphics there. Is someone looking outside? Oh, it's a painting, right? Like a picture because it's raining outside. Hello, Lisa. Marie. Hi. I see you did not get wet with the rain. Yes, the raincoat was useful. I'm a little cold though. So I'm going to get in the shower too. Wait. What? Aren't you going to say anything? About what? The drugs? You also do it, you don't have to write the... The money, Lisa. The fucking money. You wasted all of it on your fucking bets again. Shit, my mother was right, although not for the reasons she believed. Yeah, what happened? Sorry. Sorry? What do you mean, sorry? You can just say that and expect anything after the shit you just put us into. Okay, I think the developer is Spanish. Shit, I didn't expect your addiction to lead us here. Should I have stopped it earlier? No, it wouldn't have worked. Because when I realized your problem, I suggested you to go to therapy and you stop after 2 weeks or so. You don't suggest people to go to therapy. You take them if you care for them, right? I tried to put some limits on your spending, on how much you could have on your bank account. You remove them without even asking. Can you remove the... If someone put a... Can you do it? That doesn't make any sense, right? And faking... Oh, okay, yeah, faking. Yeah, that makes sense. Have you to at least make an effort on your side? You completely ignore me as if my words were meaningless to you. I get you banned from the casino, and you use a fucking false identity that takes us to trial. Ugh. I really like to say that I don't know how you ended up like this, but I still remember when you started right after turning 18. Sorry. You went to a casino with a friend, social pressure you said it would be nothing. The next month you decided that you would get money there, with a trick a friend taught you. It seems like it is in bad company, right? You came back with 100 euros less. You said it was a mistake, that you wouldn't go again, another lie. And then you started going there secretly and back to the cat and mouse game. Me trying to catch you and stop your addictions and you always running away. I can fucking understand what happened between your high school self and your current self. Answer. What kind of answer do you want from this person? I change. I guess. No shit, you idiot, but that was for the worse. That is your fucking problem. But apparently it's your problem too, Marie. During high school, you were so joyful and positive, your smile kept me going. You were my light. Well, Marie, it seems like it's your turn to be the light. That is the reason why I always try to stay positive and receiving you with a smile, even knowing that shit you were hiding behind that inexpressive face. You had such a silky hair, your makeup was done so perfectly it looked like a stylist did it. And now you don't even use shampoo when you're taking shit. God damn it. And the last thing you painted was furniture. What's wrong with that? 2 years ago. Alright. You were hardworking, you planned everything so well. Well, maybe it is burnout, right? To the point of studying all Friday just so you could be with me over the weekend. Maybe you overworked your girlfriend. I'm guessing these are girlfriends, by the way. And now you're ruining our savings plans and you're incapable of keeping a job for 2 months. Okay, but to be fair, keeping a job, it's kinda hard, right? And above all that, you were brave, you weren't afraid to say what you thought. Like that time you faced my mother about her homophobia. Yeah, our girlfriend's okay. To the point that you got her to accept you as my couple. And now you help me from the fact that you went to a strip club yesterday at 1 a.m. Damn, okay, that's a problem. How? Shut up! I don't want to hear your excuses. Okay, you tell her to talk, but then you tell her to shut up. Well, what? We choose one. It's always the same. Every time you try something new, it's not for us to improve. It is for you to be happy. Sniff, sniff. I think I already know what the problem is. You were always like this, a person with no will to be better, because being better would require an effort from your side. It is not like when you tell others what to do. The only reason you were so good as a teenager was how strict your parents were. Of course, when you needed to be. When the need to get excellent grades disappeared, they dropped to the bare minimum. Okay, but why put the maximum effort in life? It is not worth it. And when you stop being as happy as you were before, you try your revenue will satisfy you. Gambling. And me. And whenever you lose one of those two things, you try to get it back no matter what. You don't want to make an effort to find new things that make you happy. If I don't let you bad, you almost commit crimes to get it back. And if I don't want to do it with you anymore, you end up going to a strip club. We already know the next step, so you better leave now. But now. Take $5 to take a post to your mothers. I don't really know what you'll do with them though. And to be honest, I don't really care. You're pathetic. Bye. Are you not gonna? Oh yeah, you're taking the raincoat, okay. Fuck. Why is she doing this to me? But I'll date for her and she doesn't let me be happy with my stuff. Ugh. Let's see if it hits something good today. Knowing my luck, I'll probably need to walk my mom's home. So she can beat me up just like the child abuse laws wouldn't let her when I was a kid. You can defend yourself now, you know. Good times, people care for me and I didn't make me through withdrawal every 5 minutes. But that's over. Well, let it spin. Oh, 100. Guess you were right, Marie. I'll never change. I'll always be the most pathetic person ever. Hooker, where's the money, hon? At the entrance. Okay. You can get a hooker with 100 euros, huh? Come on, there's only 100 here, you You told me you had at least 200. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah. Fuck this life. Okay, girl, but you're doing this to yourself. Wait, what? That's it? That's it? Alright. Well, yeah, I think the itch.io page mentioned it was like 5 minutes. Let me check. It is 10 minutes. Yeah, estimated playtime 10 minutes. It says, the itch.io page, a short visual novel about Lisa, a 27-year-old woman who has hit rock bottom in nearly every aspect of her life. Now she's having a difficult discussion with her girlfriend Marie, who has reached her breaking point, tired of constantly trying to fix Lisa's problems, while feeling dragged down herself. Okay, it's a short game, right? And there's a limit of things you can do with such a limited playthrough, right? It's a short playthrough, not a lot to do. But I don't think this game accomplishes. Like, I'm gonna try to be nice, but I'm also gonna be honest, right? I don't think this game accomplishes anything, right? I just feel like this is the game someone would make. I'm not saying it's the case. I'm just saying the game someone would make that was in this situation and wanted to like express themselves, right? Or maybe they knew someone that it's in this situation and they want to put this situation in a game, but it doesn't has a beginning and an end, right? It doesn't propose anything at the beginning. It doesn't let you know. And like if I didn't read the Instagram page, I wouldn't know these are girlfriends until the point of the conversation when she mentions that they were together and the homophobia, right? But like you need to give characters a little bit of an introduction before you make them engage. Especially if it's just two of them, it's too easy, right? Just like, oh, this is this character, this is the girlfriend, they dated since this time around, and then just start the story, right? You can maybe make a flashback scene and just show them like doing what they do, right? And then at the end, it's just like obviously I understand the ending. I think, which is the cycle. It's never going to end, right? She's gonna keep doing this until she cannot do it anymore, and this gambling addiction. It's a horrible kind of addiction. Gacha players. I get that, and I'm not saying like she has to have a happy ending or a sad ending, but we need some kind of like as you're playing a visual novel or playing a game or whatever, you need a satisfactory resolution for the player, right? And I don't think this game gives you one, right? It's just like, to me, it was just like listening to, like, if I was sitting, I don't know, like waiting at 7-Eleven or something, like, or at the DMV, I don't know, and I was just like hearing a stranger's conversation, and it's like two girlfriends fighting, and it's like, I'm sick of you. And, everything makes sense. I don't think there's a good person and a bad person in this conversation. I think it's just both of them are not good people. Like, if you really care about someone, people has his limits. You cannot force someone to heal, obviously, right? But like, you try to take them to get help, because like, if you love someone, no one is perfect, right? And you're gonna love them with their defects and everything. Obviously, one thing is a defect, another thing it's a gambling addiction, right? Granted. So I don't think the other character was trying enough to help this one, and obviously I don't think this one was trying. At the end, the game tries to quote unquote justify it by saying like, "Oh, I was abused as a child and everything." Everything goes through some shit, and it's your responsibility as a human being not to burden other people with your problems and try to fix it yourself. Obviously, if you can't, there's no shame in asking for help, in receiving help. That's actually really good. I think we as people should help each other more. Um, but I also think like you have some degree of responsibility over yourself, and you keep gambling. We need to see a resolution, right? Like, if she's gonna keep on this cycle, you have to show how much she degrades time and time again until it cannot anymore, right? Either because she's dead, or she's not thinking anymore and her life is over, right? Or you can show her like finding a way to solve this, either with the help of the girlfriend or the mother, or alone, or like with a stranger. I don't know, right? But you need any kind of resolution, and this game doesn't have it. Again, it's a short game. It's a limited amount of time or playtime that you can use to solve this issue, which I understand. It also seems to be the first game of the developer, because I don't see any other games on the itch.io page. So again, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be disrespectful about the game or anything like that. It's an interesting idea. I did like the wobbly illustrations. When you start the game, and you have I don't know why the title is not wobbly, but it should be. Uh, I can see it's made on Rampy. I like the wobbliness. It's really good. The graphic style is really simplistic, but it works with the story it's trying to tell, right? I still don't get why the frame at the back of this character, it's like full of light, and I don't get the illustration at the beginning. I really don't understand what it has to do with things. Uh, but it is really nice, right? That the wobbly style, it really works, and the simplistic style works with the story it's trying to tell. Um, but yeah, I would suggest, like, if you want to write a visual novel, obviously I'm no expert in writing or anything like that, right? But by my experience playing hundreds and hundreds of visual novels over the years, I would say like something satisfactory for everyone. It's things that have a solid beginning, explaining things, and like a solid ground. Even if you're gonna do a 10-minute, 5-minute, 20-minute visual novel, right? You have to set your characters, the world they live in, the situation they're trying to tackle, and the middle you can do whatever you want, and at the end you need that resolution, right? Mostly it works. The less characters, the better, because you can just focus on the two of them, right? In this case, it's only the couple, and if you want to, the mother and the abusive mother, right? The two moms, right? So yeah, that's all I had to say. Thank you, developer, for letting me know about the game. Hope you guys like this one. If you want to play the game, the link will be down in the description with all the games I played before. I will see you guys in the next indie game, stream, or whatever I decide to do with this channel. I'll see you later.